An airfoil is a basic structure of a wing. Now that you're familiar with what an airfoil is, let's further define its parts and the role each part plays in the production of lift. The airfoil is a cross-section of a wing, and it has some parts we really need to know about and understand. The thicker end is called the leading edge. It's the front side that travels into the wind first. The trailing edge is on the other side and will be the last part of the wing to have contact with the airflow. When we join the middle of the leading edge to the middle of the trailing edge, we get a very important line. That line is called the chord line. The chord line gives us a view of the airfoil, and how much camber, or curve, is above and below that line. And how much camber is above and below that line is what affects the lift we produce. Okay. Now, the direction of the airflow with respect to the wing direction is known as the relative airflow. Relative airflow is always parallel with, and directly opposite in direction to the aircraft's flight path. We can start to build these pieces together. The angle of attack is the angle between the relative airflow and a reference line on the airplane or wing, such as the chord line. In practice, a pilot will control the amount of lift being produced through either the airspeed, which is controlled by the power being applied, and through the angle of attack. The angle of attack is controlled by the attitude of the airplane. This is set using the controls. Lift is one of the four main forces acting on an aircraft. On a fixed-wing aircraft, an airplane, it's defined as an upwards force created by the effective airflow as it passes over and under the wing. Lift acts in a direction perpendicular, at 90 degrees, to the direction the air is moving, as you can see with the green line pointing at 90 degrees to the relative airflow. Drag is another of the four forces acting on an airplane in flight. It's an aerodynamic force on a body, acting parallel and opposite to the relative wind. These two forces create what we call the total reaction. This is called the resultant, as it's the result of all the aerodynamic forces acting on the wing or airfoil section, and it acts through what we call the center of pressure. The center of pressure is a point along the wing chord line, where the lift is considered to be concentrated. In actuality, the wing produces lift and drag at countless numbers of points along the wing. The center of pressure is the average point used to show the result of all those points.